Today we're going to learn about birds, and we're going to start it all off with this crazy fact about emperor penguin dads. Then we're going to dive into some interesting stuff about kingfisher birds. We're going to follow that up with some interesting facts about seagulls, chickens, hummingbirds, and corvids, which are like crows, ravens, rooks, birds like that. And then we're going to learn an interesting fact about roadrunners. And finally, we'll wrap it all up with some fun facts about Quaker parrots. And if you wait till the end of the video, you'll get to meet our Quaker parrot, Picasso. All right, let's get to it. When emperor penguins first lay their eggs, the mom goes out for 2 months, and she goes out and hunts for fish. And the dad will stay behind with the eggs for 2 months and not eat. Yeah, that's a long time. And the mom comes back 2 months later with the belly full of fish, and she regurgitates it and feeds it to her babies, you know, like penguins do. And that's when the dad gets to go out and hunt for fish. But for 2 months, he doesn't eat. That's crazy. You know, like kingfishers dive into the water to catch fish. They can go up to 100 miles an hour. Yeah. And whenever they catch onto their prey, their head stays still. So the rest of their body will be moving, but their head stays still. It's crazy. But yeah, they're a very, very fast bird. Sometimes they'll fly and they'll also get stuck into things and they'll hang there. So sometimes like people need to come by and help them out. But yeah, the kingfisher, absolutely nature's little like expert fisherman. You know what, the Shinkansen bullet train in Japan was modeled after the kingfisher? Yeah, you see, the kingfisher is so aerodynamic and adept at catching fish, it can dive down into the water up to 100 miles an hour, that they modeled the tip of the train off of it. And so whenever the train enters and exits tunnels, it's aerodynamic, so it doesn't create a huge sound wave. Yeah, it's really cool when things are based upon nature. Here's 5 fun facts you might not know about seagulls. Well, you see, number 1 is they live on every continent, even Antarctica, which is crazy. Yeah, so they're really, really hardy birds. Number 2 is they eat about anything. They eat nuts, they eat rodents, they eat fruits, they eat crabs, they even eat trash, which is kind of sad. There's been plastic found in seagull stomachs, which is, yeah, so make sure to throw away trash. Number 3, there was a study done, and what it showed was that when a human ate in front of a seagull, the seagull was more likely to eat what the human ate. So they like to mimic human behavior in that way, at least. Yeah, fascinating stuff. Number 4, sometimes they'll grab a crab and fly up really high and drop it and crack it. That way they can eat it. Yeah, interesting stuff. And number 5, the smallest seagull has a wingspan of 2 feet, whereas the largest seagull has a wingspan of 5 feet. That's a pretty big seagull. Here's 5 fun facts you might not know about chickens. Number 1 is that a hen can lay anywhere from 250 to 300 eggs a year. That's a lot of eggs. Number 2, eggs can be white, but chicken eggs can also be like green or even blue or in different colors too. Number 3, they have a pecking order where like the alpha male chicken leads the flock and gets a specific place to rest and things like that. So yeah. Number 4, they have like over 30 different sounds they make that mean different things. Like some of them mean danger, and they make other sounds that mean different things too. And number 5 is they can remember up to over 100 faces of animals and people. So they got a pretty good memory. There's been 5 fun facts about chickens. Here's 5 fun facts you might not know about hummingbirds. Well, you see, number 1 is they can visit up to 1,000 flowers a day, sometimes even more flowers. So they visit a lot of flowers a day. They're really important for pollinating flowers and things like that. Number 2 is their nests are really, really tiny. They're about the size of a golf ball, and their eggs are like the size of a jelly bean. It's interesting. Number 3, the way they build their nests is they actually use spider silk to help keep them together. That's one of the ways they help keep their nests together. Number 4, when they're flying, their heart rate can reach up to 1,200 beats a minute. That's really, really fast. And number 5, whenever they sleep, they go into this, some hummingbirds at least, they go into a state of torpor, which is like a really, really slow metabolism, and they almost look dead. But yeah, that's some hummingbirds sleep that way. Did you know that hummingbirds can feed every 10 to 15 minutes? Yes, they have like super fast metabolisms. So they feed every 10 to 15 minutes, and they will eat 2 to 3 times their body weight in nectar and insects in a day. Yeah, crazy. It's because they spend so much energy flying. And they can also, on really, really cold nights, enter a state of torpor, which is whenever they have a decreased body temperature and metabolism, so it helps them survive the cold night. Yeah, fascinating little hummingbird. You know the hummingbirds have a tongue that is twice as long as their beak? Yes, you see, whenever they stick out their tongue, it goes out, and it has these little hairs on it that suck up nectar and things like that. And whenever it goes back into their mouth, it literally like wraps around their skull. So yes, their tongue is twice as long as their beak, and it like wraps around their skull when it goes back inside of their beak. Here's some interesting facts you might not know about corvids. You see, what is corvid? A corvid is a bird family, and it includes like crows, rooks, ravens, jays, other things like that. But they're very, very, very smart. Some crows have been shown to be as smart as 7-year-olds. Like if you take a treat and put it in a tube of water, scientists found out that the crow will take heavy objects like that'll displace the water, and they won't take the objects that won't displace the water, and they'll take the objects and put them in the water, so the treat keeps floating up and up and up and up and up, and they'll get the treat. And crows have also, not crows, but ravens, they have also been shown to interact with wolf pups. Like they'll play with sticks and play tug of war, and they've even acted in a symbiotic relationship with them. The wolves will hunt for food, and the ravens will help them find it, and then the ravens get the leftovers. It's really fascinating. And brain to body size ratio is how intelligence is found. And crows, ravens, and other kinds of corvids, and parrots are the two kinds of birds that have the highest brain to body ratio. They also have neurons that are highly densely packed, so that's also an indicator of intelligence. But crows are very, very, very smart. Absolutely. And there was another study done where a scientist put masks on, and some of them had masks, and those scientists with the first kind of mask gave the crows treats, where the scientists with the second kind of masks put the crows into cages. And then the scientist went back and flipped the masks upside down, and what the crows would do is they would turn their heads sideways so they could figure out what the mask looked like, and they would figure out if the person was either going to give them a treat or put them in a cage, and they would act accordingly. But yes, crows are highly, highly intelligent, and they can even mimic human speech as well. So there's some fascinating facts about crows, ravens, corvids. Did you know that ravens and wolves will sometimes work together? Yes. What they do is what a raven will do, they'll go scout for food, and then they'll tell the wolf where it is, and then the wolf will go hunt it, and then the ravens get the leftovers. So each of them get a mutually beneficial relationship out of it. But yes, that's crazy. Ravens and wolves will sometimes work together. Did you know that roadrunners can fly? I never knew this. But yes, I was learning the other day, and I found out that roadrunners can fly. They can't fly very well, but whenever they're like escaping from prey, they can like skitter up onto a tree and fly away. Yeah. And they can run about 20 miles an hour, which is pretty fast. And the fastest one, though, is 27 miles an hour. And another fun thing about them is their feet. They have like two things that go out on the front and two on the back. So their footprints literally make X's. Yes. That's been some fun facts about roadrunners. Here are 5 interesting facts about Quaker parrots. 1, they're native to South America, but they can also live in Europe and North America. They're wild there as well, but they originally came from South America. 2, they can live up to 30 years in captivity, but their average lifespan is 15 to 20 years. 3, they are one of only 2 parrot species, along with some lovebirds, out of all the parrots that build nests. Cliff parakeets, monk parakeets, and some lovebirds are the only parrots that build nests. 4, they're called monk parakeets or Quaker parrots because their gray underbelly reminds people of the gray hoods that monks wore or the gray clothing of Quakers. And 5, they're actually illegal to own in some U.S. states. Did you know that Quaker parrots or monk parakeets, little guy right there, are actually illegal in some states? Why is this? Well, it's because they're an invasive species, so they can mess up the ecosystem, and they also build really big nests. So sometimes they mess up power lines and crops and things like that. And one of the minor reasons as well is they can also spread certain diseases, but that's not the major reason why they're illegal in some states. But the states that they're illegal in, you can't own one of those little guys. They're illegal in California, Connecticut, Georgia, Hawaii, Kentucky, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Tennessee, Wyoming, and unless they were born before 1990, they're also illegal in Colorado. This is Picasso. Oh, he just gave me a kiss. Thank you. Yes, he is a Quaker parrot. They can be green, dark green, light green, yellow. Some are albino. The most common ones are dark green, but this is Picasso. You can see he's an opaline blue. He loves it when we sing Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes. It's his favorite song. He's hiding behind. You won't crawl over there now. He gives kisses. What else does he do? He likes to sing the baby part to Baby Shark. But yeah, he's quite the card. He pops in on my videos sometimes. You'll see him in the background. He's great though. My wife and I love him. He's like our little, you know, our little feather baby, we call him. But that's Picasso. Everyone was commenting about you on the other day. Yep, Everyone was commenting about you. They love you. All right, but there he is. So that's been some fun facts about emperor penguins, kingfishers, seagulls, chickens, crows, ravens, rooks, hummingbirds, Quaker parrots, and roadrunners. Hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, like and subscribe for more, comment, hit that notification bell. Thank you for all your support. Enjoy the learning.